Could an enzyme found in papaya leaves really starve cancer cells? And if so, could it be the next big thing in cancer treatment? Let's dive into the science behind this surprising claim. Papaya leaves are a rich source of a powerful enzyme called papain. This enzyme is a protease, which means it helps break down proteins. Proteases are not unusual in nature. In fact, we ourselves produce them to help with digestion. Papain is just one of many proteases found in our bodies. But what makes papain special? It turns out that this particular enzyme has anti-cancer properties. Scientists have known about this for more than 20 years, and they've been studying it for even longer. Research shows that papain can slow or even stop the growth of tumors in lab dishes by inducing something called apoptosis or programmed cell death. But it doesn't seem to affect normal cells at all. In 1999, scientists showed that papaya leaf extract could shrink tumors in mice with lymphoma, a cancer of the lymph nodes. More recently, a study published in 2018 demonstrated that papain inhibited the growth of human lung cancer cells in a lab dish. The researchers also tested the safety of a purified version of the enzyme in mice and found that it was well tolerated. They concluded that papain warrants further investigation as a potential anti-cancer drug. Okay, so we know that this enzyme shows promise in the lab and in animals. But what about people? Unfortunately, clinical trials of papaya leaf extract as a cancer treatment have been few and far between. This may be because the extract is not very potent and contains lots of other compounds that could cause side effects. However, there are some good reasons to keep trying. For one thing, most cancer treatments come with unpleasant side effects like nausea, hair loss, and a weakened immune system. But scientists have found that the papaya leaf extract seems to cause fewer side effects than traditional treatments. And while the extract itself isn't super potent, scientists have found ways to enhance papain's power. For example, when combined with conventional chemotherapy drugs, the enzyme makes them more effective at killing cancer cells. It also turns out that papain can target cancer cells more effectively when it's attached to nanoparticles. Nanoparticles are tiny particles, about 1/1,000,000th of a meter in size, that can be engineered to do all sorts of things, like carry drugs across the blood-brain barrier or make photodynamic therapy more precise. Several groups have created nanoparticles that deliver papain directly to tumor cells. This approach has shown good results in mice with liver cancer and lymphoma. Another exciting development is that papain may also help prevent cancer from spreading. When cancer cells break off from the main tumor and travel to other parts of the body, the disease becomes much harder to treat. But in a study published last year, scientists found that papaya leaf extract prevented the spread of breast cancer cells in mice. So what does all this research mean for the future of cancer care? Right now, it's too early to say whether or not papain will become a standard part of cancer treatment, but the early results are promising and certainly worth following up on. If larger clinical trials show that papain is safe and effective for people, it could become a valuable tool in the fight against cancer. The quest to understand and treat cancer is one of the most important endeavors of our time, and advances like these bring us one step closer to a world without this devastating disease. Speaking of fighting diseases, did you know that you can protect yourself from dangerous viruses by getting vaccinated? Vaccines help your body develop immunity to viruses so that you don't get sick. But the science behind how they work is more complicated than you might think. That's why Brilliant has created a course to teach you everything you need to know about vaccines. This course covers the basics like how vaccines work and what happens after you get a shot. But it also dives deeper into more complex topics like herd immunity and vaccine hesitancy. Whether you're a student, a teacher, or just someone who wants to learn more about vaccines, this Brilliant course is for you. Thanks for watching and learning with us.